I like to think that I lead by example. Question is, example of what? I think to my children, I am the example of bad dad jokes. And to my family, I am the example of no self-discipline when a bag of Hint of Lime Tostitos shows up. I don't mean to be that guy. I just think I'm the example of that guy. And it reminds me of the story of a guy who was asked this important question. He was asked, are you a person of character? Now this person went, ooh, that's an important question. Thought for a little while, and eventually picked up a pad of paper and pen and started writing and writing and writing. Tore off the sheet of paper and said, am I a person of character? Here are all the people I live and work with. You're going to have to ask them. I think that's how the character thing works. It's socially constructed. The same with leadership. Other people have a say in whether we're actually pulling it off. Well, we think we're all sort of above average when it comes to character, but we never really take the time to define what the heck we mean by it. So I'd like to challenge you with the definition of character that might kind of put you and me both on notice to see if we're actually pulling this off. So here's your definition. Character is the sum of moral and performance excellences over time. It's a weird definition, but at the heart of that is this idea of moral and performance character. These virtuous things, these excellences we need to demonstrate, they fall into two domains. The first domain is moral character, and that's where all heads sort of turn when we talk about character usually, and it has to do with things like compassion, humility, and honesty, and trustworthiness, integrity, fairness, respect. You got to have that in order for somebody to check the box and go, you are a person of character. But that's not all. People are paying attention to this whole other domain too and can't ignore that. Hey, you're a great person, but I can't help but notice you are always late. And that kind of matters too. So this performance character domain, Matt Davidson and Tom Lacone are responsible for sort of offering this up. That includes things like self-discipline, grit, work ethic, punctuality, initiative, creativity, accountability, growth mindset. They're not necessarily moral things, but man, they matter when it comes to how you show up in the moments of life. And when those two things are summed together, that qualifies as character as long as it occurs over time. There's got to be some pattern of demonstration. There's a guy a while ago, not an idiot, named Aristotle, who said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, it's a habit. So this idea of habits is critically important. We're demonstrating habits of how we think, how we act, how we communicate, how we look, how we approach challenges and opportunities. And it's those responses in moments of performance and moral moments that we add together and call character. So here's your character challenge, is you're an example, but you're an example of what? What excellences do you bring to life day in and day out over time when nobody's watching and when everybody's watching? And do you do it consistently enough, deliberately enough, that the people you live and work with would recognize it in you?